All right, welcome. It is January 25th, Saturday. We will be doing core and mobility today. Lots of tummy work, lots of abdominals, but we, of course, will be doing a little bit of stretching and warming up just some body parts to get a little bit mobile. So let's go to our mat just to get the blood flowing. I'm gonna zoom out on myself. Just to get the blood flowing, we're going to start with what is called a Pilates squat. Now, my head may be chopped off. It is on my screen. It may not be for y'all. But we're going to, y'all will be like at the edge of your mat if you have a mat. So I'll just actually roll with you here. And as we go down here, I want you to just start raising arms. And then we're going to come up. And then we're going to go down. And we're going to come up. These are very nice and slow. We're thinking about getting our breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and just getting the arms in action. Exhale, and I want 8 of these at your own pace, okay? Just 8. Just squatting. And if you don't have a good squat, like you're thinking, I just really can't squat like that, you just do a little bit of back and pull. Just a back and pull, completely fine. Breathing in Pilates is very important. I mean, it's important in general, but controlling breath is good. So now we've got our squats. We're going to turn this into a curtsy lunge. If you do not have the lunge to the back, you'll just drop the foot to the side. This is what it looks like to the front. We drop in and come back. We go arms up and come back. Or you could just be here, which is fine. But if you've got the curtsy lunge, take into it for 8. I'm doing my right leg first. Breathing. When you get that side, you can give it a little shake, but then we're going to do the other side. When you drop it in and come up. Drop in, come up. And I'm getting a good stretch through here in the glute as I lunge. And I'm going 4 more for 8 over here. All right, we're going to the back of our mat again. And we're gonna have our arms out. I feel like y'all can't see me. I feel like I've cut myself off. I'm gonna lift up until I go back to the mat. So my arms are up. And what I'm gonna do is a cactus pose. So I'm gonna be doing a little drop in. And notice I'm gonna be rounding my back here. And when I stand up, I'm gonna stretch tall to get that chest opened up. So wide, drop in to roll my back. Open up to stretch my chest, pulling back. Drop in, open up. Drop in, open up. Y'all see it from the side? I'm gonna drop in, and I'm gonna open up big to get the stretch. And I want 8 of these as well. You can probably hear me breathing. I'm doing that intentionally so y'all can know when to control breath. Good. We're back to the edge of our mat. Now I'm gonna scroll my camera down a little bit for you because we are going to be going down now. edge of my mat. I'm going to just slowly start going down. Feel the stretch come through. Hands go to mat. And I'm going to walk it out. We're in a plank. And we're going to go ahead and hold it here for 30 seconds. You could drop to knees if you needed to, or to one knee. But we have a 30-second plank. And you have 15 more seconds. 10, 3, 2, we're going to drop it all the way down. Arms are going to be right at our side right here. Drop toes under, and we're going to push ourselves up to what is called cobra. You should be getting a good stretch through the stomach. Good stretch through the stomach. We're going to drop back down. Plant toes. Push ourselves up to a plank. Right now, let's go. 30 seconds. Choose your plank version. If you need to be on knees, one knee. Your core is tight. You have 10 more seconds. 3, 2, drop down to the floor. Hands are still right by your side. Tuck the toes under. Push yourself up to a cobra. Stretch the tummy. We're going to go one more time with our plank. Drop in. Toes back in flexion. Pushing ourselves up to a plank in 3, 2, 1, go. 30. In 5, 3, 2, lower in. Last cobra, tuck toes, push up and get the stretch. From here, we're going to push ourselves up to child's pose. And we're going to sink into hips for about 30 seconds. Really sink. If you want to rock a little bit, you can. But we're trying to open up some hips a little bit right here, okay? I like to kind of walk my fingertips out a little bit so it gets a little more stretch through my lats. And let's hold about 15 more seconds. Good. Push ourselves up. Let's go to our bottoms. We're going to start feet out. We've done these a couple of Saturdays. We're going to add them back in this morning. So our feet slightly out in front, and we're going to just be going halfway back and up. So we're just going to be going here and up. Dropping back. You're stopping yourself. You're not going all the way down. Stop and up. And I want 12 of these. You should have the hang of this one by now. Okay? If you're feeling like, ooh, you can always use your thighs for some anchor. Once you get your 12, we're going to add the twist. So we're gonna go back, twist, center, up. Back, slight twist, center, up. We're gonna do 12 of those, and it will end up being 6 to the left and 6 to the right, okay? Back, twist, center, up. Nothing here is rushed. This is nice and controlled, especially when we're twisting. Good, last one, roll all the way down. We're gonna go to the roll up. We're here, I'm gonna teach it real quick. We have done these in the past Saturdays, but I'm gonna teach it again and show you the modification if needed. So arms will be here, we'll be rolling up, stretching past the toes, so we get the hamstring stretch. We go slow on the way down, and arms go back up. If you're like, oh, I can't do that, this is where you're gonna pull one leg in, you're gonna grab underneath it, and you're gonna use your leg as a little anchor or some leverage to be able to start getting yourself up. So you start using yourself to pull yourself up, okay? I want 6 of these. Let's go. Ooh, I felt my back pop. It felt good. That's what we want. Getting some loosage in there. Roll down, get a good stretch through the hamstrings, roll the back so you get that spine nice and rounded here. Get those. We're going to be here. We're going to pull our feet in. And we're going to do a flat foot hip bridge, okay? We're going to work a little bit of glute action, but this also gets a little bit of lower abs. Arms are by side, and we're just going to bridge up and release. Bridge up and release. We're going to do 10, okay? We're not rushing. When I get to the top, I'm squeezing. Good. I want you to keep the right foot in, the left foot out. Now, this next move is going to prove to be a little challenging. And you may have to work the coordination a little bit. You may have to break the move up. But what we're going to do is a hip bridge to a crunch. It's one leg will be straight, one leg will be up. So it's a hip bridge, single leg hip bridge to a crunch. So I'm going to show you what it looks like from the front. So I'm going to hip bridge up. And then I'm going to, well, it's really a hip bridge to a sit up, I'm sorry. Hip bridge to a sit up. But if you need to modify, that's when you do the hip bridge to the crunch, okay? So if you can't get the full sit up in, you'll go hip bridge crunch. We're gonna do 10 with the right leg up. So you hip bridge, sit up or crunch. Then once you get right back down, you hit the hip bridge. Don't waste any time, hit it as soon as you go down. It's not easy, by the way, so if you're finding it, ooh, it's a little challenging, that's good. But we will challenge that tummy. And when you get all those, legs are gonna go straight again. We're gonna go back to 6 roll-ups, okay? 6. Six, feet in, 10, flat-footed hip bridges. Don't rush them, good squeeze at the top. Extend, the left leg will stay in, the right leg will extend, and we will be doing our single leg hip bridge with the sit up or the crunch, whichever one is your preference. So we will go hip bridge, sit up, 10 of them. And get all those. Legs long. Stretch for just a second. We're going to be pulling one knee and crunching to it. I'm going to start with my left knee. So I'm going to take my hands behind my head. Let my head rest in my hands. I'm not ever tugging on my neck. My hands are a hammock for my head to let my neck rest. And all I'm going to do is crunch to my left knee, okay? 12 times. My right foot is staying down. On the last one, let's just hold it up. I've got my left knee up, and I'm going to extend this leg. I'm going to grab behind my calf, and now I am going to be lifting my right leg up. I'm going to be getting a little stretch through my hamstring now while I use my abs. So you see my shoulders are up, and I'm going to tug, two, and switch. Tug, two, and switch. So it's like a pulse, two, and switch. So I'm going to go 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch. And I want 6 per side, okay? Get them, feet both down, legs straight. Hands lock behind the head again. We're gonna pull the right knee in and crunch to it for 12. On the 12th one, I'm gonna hold it up. I'm going to extend the right leg. Now I'm lifting my left leg. I'm gonna repeat, all right? 6 per leg, pulse 2 and switch. Good. We're gonna drop. We're gonna come up. Feet are back out. Same position that they were in when we drop back and come halfway up. It's about where we want to be again, okay? We're going to drop our arms back to where we're kind of resting on them, okay? But now I do want you to extend. So we've kind of got our upper body positioned. And what we're going to do is be reaching now opposite arm to opposite leg. It's going to look like this. Okay, I'll show you. This, I put it right back down. This and then back down. Okay, this is keeping you modified. In a minute, I'll challenge you to see if we can come up. But honestly, I feel like these burn. Maybe worse. I don't know if it just keeps the contraction going. But we're going to do 20 of these. It's going to be 10 a side. Okay, so it's 1, 2, and reach for it. You have 20 of them. Your own pace. All right, if you got your 20, you can stay right there if you would like, and you'll do 10 more. Or if you just want to try the little advanced version, this is where you will lean back, no arms down on the ground, and we're just here for 10. And then we're gonna roll all the way down, arms back in the air. One last set of 6 roll-ups and reach past toes. See if you're not getting more strength length now as you bypass those toes. Hamstrings should be getting stretchy. Good. On your last one, let's turn it over into tabletop. We're going to do one big stretch on those hips that we did last week. We're going to do pigeon again. So we can hit both hips pretty quick. We're going to find ourselves in our plank. We're going to take the right knee up, cross it over, and let's drop that left leg down and sink into the right hip, right glute. This may be where you stay, or you could get a little lower depending on your stretch level you needed, or you can drop in. But let's hold the right hip 30 seconds. 15 more. Good. Hands plant. Push yourself up. Plant the left toe. Get yourself back into a plank. Left knee now comes up and it crosses over. Drop the right leg and sink in to the left hip. My left hip is not as flexible as my right. It's a little more stiff. So choose where you need to be and let's hold this one 30 seconds. Fifteen. Good job. Hands down. Plant the right toe. Push yourself up to plank. Let's widen the knee, line the legs, drop knees, and we're going to drop into child's pose. For one final hold, really sink into hips. Hopefully they feel a little looser than they did at the start of class. Mine do. And hold. 15 more seconds. Plant toes. Hands come up. Push yourself up. Walk hands in. And let's slowly roll it up through the back. Deep breath in at top. And y'all are done. Good job.